Headline: The rapper Ye, who has a long history of making anti-Semitic comments, issues an apology in Hebrew. Ye finally apologizes. The rebel, the bad boy, has kind of been brought to heel a little bit. So what's going on there? What happened? Well, Ye was caught on camera in another anti-Semitic rant. Well, it was a rant that included some anti-Semitism. I mean, there was a lot in there, so we don't want to misrepresent what he actually said.
Fucked up my city. Your brother turned Obama, hair white, Rahm Emanuel. Y'all don't do y'all facts. All y'all niggas want to talk about. Let me tell you, anybody ever talk to my red hat? Y'all put me in a fucking hospital. Fucking Chinese water torture.
But at any rate, the video clip emerged. It was from one of these listening parties of Ye's new album, Vultures, which has been online for a while now. Like, it's readily available to listen to on YouTube, and it's quite good, actually. So the idea that Ye apologized to the Jewish community and he has this album coming out, to me, are not coincidental. It seems that he felt that he needed to apologize in order to facilitate the release of his album, which again is very good, and so perhaps he doesn't want to sabotage it. At least that's my speculation. So Ye posted this apology in Hebrew on X/Twitter yesterday, Tuesday, December 26. And you kind of have to wonder why Hebrew. Well, obviously Hebrew would be spoken by a lot of people in the Jewish community, but also it seems like maybe he didn't really want to broadcast this apology to everyone. He kind of wishes he could just say, sorry over here, but then other people who like me just don't hear this, which of course is not possible. Everybody hears everything. We have, translation services readily available, and news wires are reporting on it. So, but you can't necessarily see the translation right on Twitter because it's like a PDF that he posted with the Hebrew writing. I don't read Hebrew, but I just have read a translation of the apology. And frankly, it doesn't look like Ye wrote it. I'm not saying that he's been kidnapped or something, but I'm sure he just kind of outsourced that task to someone else. We all know what Ye sounds like, whether it's in interviews, these wild interviews, or when he's rapping. He does not have this smooth, polished, kind of bureaucratic language which is in this apology. I mean, not like it's a big deal for a celebrity or artist to have someone else write a public statement, but, Ye perhaps was pressured to issue a statement like this, and he kind of reluctantly, I assume, signed off on it. Headline: The rapper Ye, who has a long history of making anti-Semitic comments, issues an apology in Hebrew. And that is from AP. The rapper formerly known as Kanye West, who has a long history of making anti-Semitic comments, apologized to the Jewish community in an Instagram post written in Hebrew on Tuesday. Well, he posted it on Twitter as well. Apparently, he also posted it on Instagram. I'm not on Instagram, so I wouldn't know. Quote, I sincerely apologize to the Jewish community for any unintended outburst caused by my words or actions, he wrote. That actually sounds like he did write it, because that doesn't make sense. I think the statement that he made is characterized as an outburst. And then the unintended outburst, he meant to say unintended harm caused by my words or actions. So I might have to revise my initial claim that he didn't write this. Quote, it was not my intention to offend or demean, and I deeply regret any pain I may have caused, continued the rapper, who legally changed his name to Ye in 2021. The statement arrives less than 2 weeks after Ye went on an anti-Semitic rant in Las Vegas while promoting his upcoming album Vultures, due out January 12th. In the rant, he made insidious insinuations about Jewish influence and compared himself to Jesus Christ and Adolf Hitler. So yeah, that was the rant, and that's what caused the latest controversy. But yeah, Ye has made a lot of statements expressing animosity against Jewish people, which I believe stems from his experience with his manager. At least that's what he says. I would be remiss if I did not include the response from the ADL to Kanye West's apology. The ADL stated on Twitter, "After causing untold damage by using his vast influence and platform to poison countless minds with vicious anti-Semitism and hate, an apology in Hebrew may be the first step on a long journey towards making amends to the Jewish community and all those who he has hurt. Ultimately, actions will speak louder than words, but his initial act of contrition is welcome." So I think that's a reasonable response from the ADL. Of course, I'm not a big fan of the ADL because they seem to be doing so much censorship online, and I kind of align with the conservatives on that issue in particular. But if I can just separate myself from there, the ADL is a left-wing organization. According to their own Twitter bio, they say to stop the defamation of Jewish people. Anti-Defamation League, of course, that's in the name. And it's like, so they seem to be appeased somewhat by Ye's statement, so perhaps they will not kind of intensify boycotts against Kanye West. And if that was Ye's, if that was his intention, then apparently he made a little bit of progress. Finally, I want to just play a little bit of Ye's new album in the background here. This is one of the best songs from the album, called Everybody, and it samples the Backstreet Boys, which is very clever. It's like the opposite of what you'd expect, okay? And in this song, Everybody, Ye raps on the first verse, and that's the sample from the Backstreet Boys. You didn't see that coming. But I think this song is going to be big. I think it already is big. And again, this is why Ye doesn't want to mess up the release of his album by causing controversy. The people who are in charge of the record labels probably weren't amused by what he said. So he's walking a fine line. But for me, I really do like this song, and I like a couple others on the new Ye stuff. So, he's going to do what he has to do. The industry still is what it is, And it's funny because on this album, he calls out the industry. He says, "Oh, you don't like me? Likewise." And then he uses some profanity. He said, "The industry doesn't like me? Likewise." But I guess to some extent, Ye still has to play by the rules, and when certain people are offended, he has to try to make amends. But people were surprised by this because Ye is so kind of off the cuff and wild. And furthermore, on this song, Everybody, Ye is kind of playing with the idea that everyone's waiting for him to say the wrong thing. Everyone's waiting for him to say the wrong thing, and his attitude is defiant. And so for him to issue this apology, an apology by definition is anything but defiant. It is surprising. Leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Michael McCara. In the description, you can find my Twitter handle. Follow me on there. Visit my blog, michaelmccarablog.com. And most importantly, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
I've only heard what love can do, and now I'm getting love from you. Make your vows, make your